It just kind of stops abruptly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Carlos. Hi, I'm your host of Sandwich Talk. This is my chance to hang out with some friends. We talk about sandwiches, we eat sandwiches, just kind of exploring the different things about the city of Detroit and beyond, too. Happy to say that we've been able to hang out with a handful of friends from all across the country. And today we've got a friend who is from around the country, but found a home here in the city of Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Salter.
How you doing, guys and ladies?
Ryan, you're joining us from your location. We're here
Yes.
in a white box
Brand spanking new.
that is going to be your restaurant. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're getting a sneak peek. It's right here on the for those of you who are familiar, it's right here on the Joseph Campo Greenway cut. Directly kind of kitty corner from the Martin Apartments. If you know about the show Martin, you know that apartment building is right here. And it's just right in the heart of everything that's kind of going on with the revitalization of this new greenway of the fresh paved streets of Larned, and then on top of that the insane traffic of Jefferson. But yeah, man, what's going on? Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. I really do appreciate it.
For sure. Let's talk a little bit about you, because like I had heard about you through the grapevine. We were introduced through a mutual friend, and then you'd been telling me about this project that you had going on. But you've had a long journey before here, man. What's going on? What'd you do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's about the food journey, Detroit journey. There's so many journeys that led me here at this space right now, like all coalesce.
Yeah.
But like long and short of it, I'm an East Coaster. Grew up in West Orange, New Jersey, and lived in New York. My parents met in St. John's in Queens. So, New York all my life. Parents are Knicks fans. I'm not.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Hey, this is not a New York thing. I have like 5 friends from New York that watch your show.
They don't like the Knicks either.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so I mean, I grew up there all my life. Then went to Philadelphia, Villanova, and started with Chrysler afterwards. I moved to DC for a time, then moved back to Philadelphia area, came back home to New York, and Chrysler gave me the opportunity to move out here to work on their app program. It's about 2015. And I said, yes. So I took the journey to move back to Detroit around October 2015, recreated the apps for them for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Alfa Romeo, all their brands.
Sweet.
And decided to just pursue my other interests. I was working with Shane Park right down the street on Atwater, Shane Park Amphitheater, now known as Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. Mm-hmm. So just with Diana Ross, did Aretha Franklin's funeral.
So you did the food for Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Johnny Gill.
Wait,
Nelly.
So Stevie Wonder ate your food?
I guess, there's a few people. I mean, I know Jennifer Lewis did, because she personally asked for a plate.
Oh,
Angie
cool,
Stone.
cool.
India Irie, she actually took a video. This before, not even from the funeral, but there's some other guests I've had there. Tamar Braxton. A lot of them, but Herbie Hancock is actually one of my favorites, just being that experience. So all that led to one another. And at a certain point, I had to make a choice if I'm going to pursue food and entrepreneurship, or I'm going to stay in corporate. And when I was given a choice, I don't like beginning choices, so I chose me. And created Salt & Co., my catering company. And then about a year ago, how we got all here, 2 years ago actually, a friend of mine from New York, Mark, who I met at barbecue in 2015 before I moved here. It was his birthday. I gave him a call, and we got back in touch with each other. And he said, hey, I'm working on this concept. Would you be interested? And I said, well, let me see if I can do a menu with this. And if it works out for you guys, then yeah, I'm in. And so he told me about the concept of how he used to like bread and how he gets so frustrated. And originally it was just, a piece of turkey, cheddar cheese between 2 romaine leaves. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't do romaine. It's, to me, it's like just water greens.
For
so
sure.
I said, let me just talk about Swiss chard, collard greens, and turnip greens. So brought up into that, just try it raw. I love spinach raw. So I love my greens just being really earthy and good.
Yeah.
And
you want flavor behind it.
Exactly. And so, yeah, we came up with the concept of Breadless. And so actually our 3 sandwiches that we did for our concept and taste testing are actually our premier sandwiches plus 3 more. So that's how we got here. Right here, on East Jefferson in 2021.
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
So it's been a journey.
You said a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a lot about your
it's
journey.
layered.
I mean, the one thing that I didn't hear, though, and I guess like my answer for this is different than everybody else's answer for this, but like, why food?
So that's going back to the journey of me living in Australia. Studied abroad there in 2007, and food was hella expensive out there. So I started bartending again, and I realized that, hey, I can't afford to eat out every night. Let me just start cooking. And I was a picky eater. I'm still a skinny guy, but I was even skinnier. And so I started cooking the things I like. And it got to the point that my roommates and my neighbors started paying me for a plate. They're like, hey, I'll give you $6, So I started making money, buying groceries. I came back home and my little cousin was being a smart ass. I was making some things. What are you, some kind of bachelor chef? I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Lo and behold, if you want to follow him, you can follow him at The Bachelor Chef, which is right here down in the description.
So that's how the whole name came about, and me going to food. And I started doing pop-ups around New York City and got involved with a place called Corner Social. The owner there took me under her wing, and she said, hey, you got a lot of potential here. So I started going to culinary school while I was opening Angel Harlem, my first restaurant. And I actually became great friends and family with everybody there and learned so much from different people. And from that experience led me to, start my own company. And I'm still involved with them. And she's a great mentor. So I always call her to have, need to get a quick touch up, or I need some help on this. And she's always giving great advice. But yeah, that's how I got involved with food. All started in Australia, being broke, and figured I just learned to cook.
That's kind of how a lot of us learn how to cook, right? Like, so for me, my journey was like I would sit down with my mom at home, and like she would teach me all the stuff that she would make. I would just be in the kitchen with her, hacking out different things, learning how to do the basics of cooking. But it wasn't until like college where I also was just broke, and I was like, cool, I can buy a case of Spam. I can get
You can't knock Spam either.
No, you can't knock Spam. No, this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a Spam type podcast, right, guys? You just get a whole bunch of different stuff and just slap it together in the kitchen, make it taste great, and have your friends eat it. And then from that point on, I started with Aunt Nee's, my chips and salsa company, with myself and my partner at the time in college. And then from there, I was like, yo, man, this whole, we got to start doing a pop-up. And he's like, what the hell is that? And this is 10 years ago when pop-ups were still low key. And I was like, we should do just make our own stuff, do tacos. And that's how the first pop-up, which was High Five Taco, started. So similar, it's just, it all came out of necessity. But then, as it turns out, food has become my life, same as you. And it's cool to always meet somebody who also has that kind of journey of food becoming your life.
I appreciate it. It's a weird journey, as you know, it's very physical, it's mentally, it's all these different facts. It's very emotional at the same time.
Very emotional. It's very grueling. I know a couple of chefs, incredibly talented chefs, that have given up because, just with every cut of the business not going the way it should be, it's another cut against you, thinking to yourself, is this the time? Do I step away? What do I need to be doing?
Everything's personal. Mm-hmm. I mean, because we put our energy into what we do. I mean, we're artists, but we have to be businessmen at the same time. You have to be organized chaos, because you have to be artistic, but yet, structured, and so many different things going on with being a chef in this world.
But it's good to see somebody you've already done so much in Harlem beforehand, doing what you're doing too now with the different kinds of catering work that you've been doing recently here in the last few years, and then now you've been given this incredible opportunity to open up a space, which is right here. And there's a whole business section. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys really quick, just kind of what the outside looks like. So if you are curious of where we are, it's pretty nice. This is the outdoor here. So there's the Martin Apartments right behind me. You can literally see that there's going to be 3 other businesses right here, including, can we say who the other businesses are?
Red Hook, and the other is still vacant.
Cool, very cool. So Red Hook for sure. Red Hook currently has location over in Ferndale, and the other location in West Village. But yeah, show us around the space a little bit if you can.
Sure. I mean, so right now it's a white box. It's all brand new. So we can talk about the concept itself.
Smells good.
First thing, you're building the smell. I'm here at the bathroom here, but where we at right now?
There's no bathroom in here so far. Currently, there is a bucket. If you need to use it, go ahead.
Where we at right now? We're actually gonna have a grab-and-go fridge called the Bite Fridge. So you guys should come in, don't even see us, swipe your credit card, get a sandwich we like, get some quick snacks. We have our quick pickup item area as well here. Our sandwich bars on the station here. And right where this wall is, we're gonna knock it down and make a bike up, walk up window. So
that's sick. For somebody like me, I ride bikes very often, and I need something quick. So that's perfect for somebody.
Yeah. So if you're biking down on Joseph Campbell on the Greenway, you can swing all around by and pick something up really quick. So you don't have to step in, go right in line.
There's currently a window on that other side too.
There's a window.
But it's not here, so it needs to be pounded back out. Hell yeah, man. This is so cool. I'm really excited. the concept of breadless. So how many items are going to be on the menu currently?
So we're going to have about 6 sandwiches on the item right there, plus the different retail items, so grab and go. So we have everything: fresh fruit, fresh veggies, different types of chips. We're actually doing pig out pork rinds as well. Vegan, gluten free, but it tastes pretty good. Actually tastes amazing, to be honest with you. And we're doing air fried rutabaga fries as well. So you can get our custom drink, everything's made in house. Yeah. So low starch,
Just air fry, or you're using tapioca starch?
So we actually are using a cornstarch to actually make it a little bit crispy. So we've been working the recipe a little bit. It may not be cornstarch when this podcast airs, but
you know what? Hey,
things change.
This is why. This is an exclusive. You're getting to see things beforehand. Us people that do things in business, we tend to change our minds. It is what it is. I mean, just based on
there's a tapioca starch, cornstarch, just to dredge it a little bit, but completely air fried, very low amounts of oil. We keep it crisp, keep it hot, and just like you're instead of going to McDonald's and getting very high, heavily oil fries, you're coming here to get something fresh, flavorful, and filling.
That's so cool. I'm really excited for you. Man, I want to know more. I can't wait to see the vision when it's finally created. But like, what's really unique about seeing this space now is that you can see kind of where the drawing board is, or like what that canvas or that blank canvas is. And from the perspective of a business owner, this is the most fun part.
It is. Now, I told my business partner that the other week. I said, this is the time we actually get to enjoy the process.
Totally.
When you go through ideation, you're going through so many different ruminations of like what can be and trying to figure out the direction, and you finally go with it. This is the time you say, okay, let's build.
Hell yeah.
You get your Lego blocks. I love Legos as a kid. I was changing things up. And this is where you start playing things. Connect.
Connect's roller coaster. My friend had a Connect's roller coaster. It was huge.
That was so
it covered the
KB
whole
Toys.
basement.
That's where you get it from.
I was pissed that he never let me play with the roller coaster because you're going to break it. But dude.
My friend had the Ferris wheel.
Oh, yeah. Man. Did you break it?
No, I didn't break it. No, you know what? I think I played with it once, but he brought it to school, and it's pretty awesome. I was a Lego guy.
Yeah. I wasn't cool enough to have the whole Connect set.
I really wasn't either. But KB Toys, that's where you always get it from. It's always overpriced. I mean, toys are still overpriced.
For sure.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. But I mean, when like my mom would take me to like Toys R Us, it was like one of the coolest things in the world to like go into a Toys R Us and be able to just play with stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing with the KB Toys. I'd spend hours in there. And you wouldn't I would be on a bike, like riding around the aisles, or like the little bouncy things.
Having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're from New York, it's actually FAO Schwartz.
FAO Schwartz.
That was awesome. The giant keyboard, you just dance on it and
do
just
the
do
big
what you want to do. Yeah.
For sure. I actually just watched that movie the other day. I love that movie.
With toys?
No, Big.
Oh, Big. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's so cool. Yeah, and then the FAO Schwartz in Chicago was almost as big, but yeah, for sure. And then they had an FAO Schwartz in Las Vegas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think those stores exist anymore.
No, none of those stores exist. Actually, no major toy stores is here anymore. It's just Walmart and Amazon.
Man, kids nowadays learn how to play with toys from like unboxing videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is it's insane to me. Like, we used to physically go into stores and play with toys and be like, cool, I want to take this one home. Or like go over to our friend's house.
Or just stare at the box and imagine it.
Yeah. Do kids have imaginations now?
You know what? Like, I'm pretty sure they do. Look at TikTok. I mean, they have a lot of time and energy to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Damn, those are the kids now, huh?
Those are the kids.
Okay.
They got Gen Z. I mean, they're the ones doing it.
Damn it. Oh, here we are, adults. I think we're about the same age, right?
Yeah, 34.
32.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm the older one.
For sure. Yeah. Real quick, too, I do want to talk about your sweater. So you're wearing a Cavassier sweater. Cavassier kicks ass. You were telling me a little bit about what you did. But tell me when you got that sweater.
Oh, yeah. So just Monday, there was a competition from the Cavassier sponsors for the Black History Month, and it's called Honor Your Code. So they take Black bartenders around the city, and you basically create a cocktail that basically magnifies the flavor of Cavassier.
Sick.
So mine was called Roses for Rosa Parks. It was pomegranate ginger syrup, lemon juice, egg whites. So you get a nice foamy texture, a little bit nice velvety structure to it. And we had some bitters, and then we shake it up, strain it, and we top it off with edible rose petals. So you get a nice perfumey smell as you drinking it.
So the texture on top is going to be
like this layer of like
creamy, egg white creamy, and then you put the rose petals as well. Anything else on top for the texture?
Just a little bit of bitters at the end as well.
Nice. Just a little touch. Yes. I miss a good cocktail. I miss going to a cocktail bar, sitting down, having the bartender shake me or
Yes.
stir me something, and be like, you know what, I got something special for you. Here you go. And that's something that you're not getting a lot of nowadays. The cool thing about like what
It'll come
bars
back.
like Kiesling or Sugar House are doing is they're offering those cocktails
Mhm.
as to go options.
It's not the same though.
But it's not the same as sitting and hugging up to the bar that you've known and loved with the bartender that you've become friends with over the years, and they're able to make you something that's so uniquely yours.
It's just the experience of just decompressing. That's the one experience at the bar. Even if you don't drink, you can just sit down and say,
Totally.
let's put everything else away. It's about me and the bartender, a little special relationship.
Yep.
And what can you have? And just like you said, that one drink. And for me, I love dark liquor. I love the way it just soothes me down, just calms me, warms me up, especially in the winter time. Yeah.
Warms me up, yeah.
Yes.
Calms me down, warms me up. That's what sandwiches do to me, folks. That's why we're here today.
Yes.
So real quick, I do want to ask you, there's a couple of questions that I need to know. I ask everybody in the podcast, do you have a favorite sandwich?
I do.
What is it?
We're going to eat it today. It's called a chicken on chard, and sometimes we call it Chardy B.
Chardy B!
So if you hear this, Cardi, we got it for you.
Hell yeah. Another question. Favorite condiment, topping, sauce?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so my favorite condiment, I love a stone ground spicy mustard.
Mm-hmm.
I put that shit on everything.
Absolutely.
You said cheese as well? You said
cheese, yeah.
Pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack?
Yes.
Interesting.
I could eat it by itself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then, let's see, sauce, condiment. So sauce. You know what? That's a good one because there are a few sauces I like. But one of my favorites, and we're going to try it again because it's my favorite sandwich, it's a cilantro avocado crema.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's an aioli, a little bit of buttercream mixed in, cilantro, avocados, all blended together. It's a nice, smooth sauce going to it. So for me, it all comes together with the pepper jack cheese. So it's like you get the creaminess and you get the spiciness. It's like, okay, your taste buds are like, okay, I like this.
Hell yeah.
Got the sweet, got the tangy.
I love that. All right, so real quick then, let's go to a quick commercial break.
Yep.
I want to talk about Casamara Club, and then when we come back, we're going to try one of these sandwiches because I'm excited. I'm also hungry. You ready?
Yep.
All right. All right. Inspired by the history and tradition of Italian Amaro, Casamara Club is Detroit-based insane beverage highlighting the natural vibrancy of farmed ingredients. With currently 4 varieties available, you can find them all over the country today by checking out their website at CasamaraClub.com. When I say that I love it, I truly mean that I love it. It is honestly one of the best sodas. It's a non-alcoholic soda, perfect for when you're at the bar and you really just don't want to have a beverage, but you want something bubbly. I would highly suggest it, especially if you like Amaro. But anyway, we're back. We've got a couple of sandwiches here. This one has my name on it. Damn, okay. Can we take these out?
Yeah, just grab it in.
Oh my God. All right, so this is what the presentation's going to look like.
More or less. We're still working on it.
Yeah.
This is something I just made real quick. Brought it out. So it's one better wrapper.
This is cool. All right, so we've got the Swiss chard on the outside for the Chardy B. Got it?
Yes. So if you want to look inside, we got the roasted chicken, the bread and butter pickles, red onions, the cilantro avocado crema, pepper jack cheese.
Cilantro avocado crema. I love that.
So the best way we always tell people,
And what kind of pickles are these?
bread and butter.
Bread and butter pickles.
We always tell people don't pull the wrapper fully off, just keep it just like Chipotle. Wrapper's your friend, and just peel back as you eat along.
So these are 2 pieces of Swiss chard.
It's actually one piece.
One piece.
One giant piece. Yep.
That's awesome.
Pull it together.
Like taco. Cheers, man.
Here.
Mmm. Okay. So many layers of flavor. At first, I get a little sweet.
Just
Then the bread and butter,
pickles.
yeah.
Also the crema as well.
I feel like the initial sweet from the crema is what I got mixed in then with the next layer of the bread and butter. The meat kind of pulls it all back. The fresh veggies play like a very good part. in making sure that you're not just getting meat, but then also, this is a really good piece of Swiss chard. This right here, nice and thick,
All local.
not waxy, really hearty, all local too. Where are you guys getting your stuff from?
So we use it from a variety of farmers. We speak on Detroit as one of our vendors. So they work with us and try to find local farms. We have some in Detroit, also in Michigan as well, during the growing season that we can work with. Oh, yeah. You can hear me though.
Yeah. Damn, dude, I love this.
So my favorite part about this sandwich is not just the flavor, but the fact that I can eat all of it, feel full, and not feel weighted. So a lot of sandwiches I love going to Mudgee's. I love hitting up, Subway or Jimmy John's at times. But after you eat a whole sandwich, you're doing something quick. You always feel so weighted down.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, let me take a quick break. Let me just chill for a bit. Let me digest. This one you can grab and go. You can eat. And everybody says, "What's a sandwich? It's 2 pieces of bread." Not really.
No.
The Earl Sand said he's wanted something he could hold with his one hand while he plays cards. I have my hand free, and I don't have my deck of cards, but I have another hand free. So for me, it's my drive and go for me.
I love that. So that's one thing that we always talk about on the show is like the definition of a sandwich. People are like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a burger a sandwich? By that definition, they're all
sandwiches.
They would be. Very cool. Interesting. I love talking
now,
about
is a burrito a sandwich? That's the question I have because it's so complicated and so messy. It's really, you can't hold it with one hand.
By your definition, a burrito could be a sandwich.
It could be, but it depends.
My definition of a sandwich is, sorry, I got Swiss chard.
Yeah.
If you can call it by its name without the use of its bread, then it's not a sandwich. So like a hamburger is still a hamburger without the bun.
I agree.
A hot dog is still a hot dog without the bun. A burrito, I guess technically would be a sandwich in this case, but also
you can do a burrito bowl though.
You can do a burrito bowl. Okay. There you go. You can't necessarily do like a Reuben bowl. I mean, I guess you could.
You kind of could.
Damn it, you can do a bowl out of
you can basically do like a bed of coleslaw, like some boiled cabbage shredded. You can get the
bed of sauerkraut instead of coleslaw.
Yeah,
I'm a sauerkraut over coleslaw.
I mean, it might be a lot of sauerkraut though.
That'd be a shitload.
Yeah,
I'd be super into it. Like, especially if it's like a kimchi. Like if you were to just see like, man, okay.
I would say like a small bowl then. That'd be freaking big. But I'm thinking like a
the Reuben's a hell of a sandwich.
It is a hell of a sandwich,
too.
yeah.
So like if you were to just take the portions that you would do without the bread in that, it would still be a hell of a bowl.
That's true.
These are good ideas.
Yeah.
All of the things that you could do without bread. And that's one thing that we don't talk enough about on the show. Is like I've done this episode or this show with there's the version of the show where I do a sandwich in my apartment and somebody does a sandwich from their house, and we do it over like kind of like a Skype Zoom type thing.
Yeah.
But in that show, I've done a ton of different sandwiches, and only a couple of them have not really had bread. And I think that's not necessarily a fault of mine. It's just my inherent way of making sandwiches always kind of goes back to, okay, what's my vehicle going to be?
I agree.
And
I pivot between both as well, to be honest with you. I still love bread. I'm not going to give it up, but I like my options. And this is an option that I always get behind.
I'm getting to the bottom here. A lot of the avocado, cilantro.
All together.
It's a crema or is it an aioli? Like an aioli?
It's technically a crema because there's a little bit of buttermilk in it. So yeah. You can call it aioli because technically it's still that as well.
Is it still mayo?
It's still mayo, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. It's really good. That's a great flavor. And with the bread and butter, something that I don't necessarily dive into often is bread and butter pickles. I've always been more of like a dill or just like a sour. But like bread and butter has not always been my favorite. But you're making bread and butter taste awesome.
Thanks. I mean, it's my personal favorite, honestly.
When you make a sandwich at home, what do you look for?
What do I look for?
What do you want to do? Like, what's necessity for you?
It varies. If I'm in a mood and I have time, I want to build something. I want layers between it. I want layers of flavor, layers of texture. But then sometimes I just want to make the perfect grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then sometimes, you know, it depends on having
Butter
stuff.
or mayo on the outside.
Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's low-key secret.
Yeah. But then sometimes when I make a grilled cheese, I'll see what I have in the fridge. I might have some leftover short ribs or stewed chicken. Mix that in, put in the middle, heat it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have like, you know, a shredded chicken grilled cheese, you know, something of that sort. So it depends on my mood at the point. But, you know, honestly, don't judge me for this. My all-time favorite still is my childhood favorite. It's fried bologna, hot cheese, stone ground mustard, you know, and just toasted, you know, 2 pieces of bread.
A fried bologna sandwich is one of the greatest sandwiches ever. I
can't get
grew
rid
up
of
eating
it.
fried bologna. I love it. My friend Ben, who owns Bikes and Coffee, him and I made it a point. Ooh, you got some.
Yeah, look at that.
All over you. Him and I made it a point to go to everybody that serves a bologna sandwich and try it out one day. Well, not one day. It was over the course of a couple of months. And
you know, Great Ghost, they do a fried bologna as an appetizer. I was like, okay, you know, you're taking it to, you know, a 5-star level.
Good dudes over there too. Really cool team. I actually grew up with
amazing talent
with the Leon family.
Oh, really?
They went to the same school as I did, from like kindergarten to like 6th grade. Excuse me, guys. I got to drink this juice.
And that's why you have the wrapper.
Oh yeah, I love that. Wrapped really well too, so like nothing got all over me.
Except for me.
You got a couple on you, but that's because you took it out of the wrapper.
I did. I
You did
follow
what
the
you told
rules.
me not to do.
Sure, my life.
So good, man. Thank you so much. That's delicious.
Thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it.
So what other sandwiches are going to be on the menu? You got some highlights and other thoughts?
Yeah, so I'll give you a quick sample. It's one's called the Bird is the Word. It's our turkey with white cheddar cheese, a champagne vinaigrette, avocado spread, pickles, lettuce. I'm sorry, not lettuce. Tomato and onions. We have another one called the all veggie, and these names are still being worked out at the meantime. So if they change, you know, I apologize in advance.
That's why we're here.
But yeah,
we're peeking it out all beforehand.
Exactly. It's roasted eggplant on collard greens with sun-dried tomato pesto, roasted peppers, onions, and tomatoes. We have another one. We're calling it MCAP as oyster mushrooms.
Oh,
we have avocados, caramelized onions, Monterey Jack cheese on Swiss chard. We have another one.
I'll be getting that one.
Yep, and we have another one called the cold cut. It's pastrami with a Reuben sauce, Monterey Jack cheese, as well as a house blend sauce. And, you know, tomatoes, pickles, onions.
Yeah.
And then actually that comes with a Savoy cabbage slaw as well, just to put it in there. Okay. So it's basically like a breadless Reuben, more or less. And then we have another one called the California chicken. That's roasted chicken, like fresh from the oven, slicing it down, seasoning ourselves, my own blend of spices, caramelized onions, fresh cheese, on white leaf kale.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited. Are you building a hood in here?
No hood, so we're not grilling anything on site. Everything's already prepped. So even our pickled onions, we're using sous vide for that. We're using a convection oven and an air fryer to make everything.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a sandwich shop, so we're trying to keep it simple.
Keep it low key, absolutely.
Yeah.
When we built out the Kiesling kitchen, same thing. There's no hood, so we had convection oven, sandwich press. Oh, it's super simple. Dude. Yeah. If you don't want to do, you can seriously have a restaurant if you want it and not have to do a hood.
Yeah.
Now you're limiting yourself. You're not going to be able to fry things. You're not going to be able to have a full press, full grill, full flat top, anything that you want to do.
That's on your menu. Don't get one.
Don't worry about it.
It's about $25,000 right there off the bat. You just saved.
Yep. And I think it's, I've been to a lot of low key shops, especially in like New York, Chicago, places with smaller area that are able to do everything with literally just a couple of sandwich presses, convection oven, and just some refrigerators.
I mean, look, we don't need a sandwich press because we're not doing bread here. So
nice too, yeah.
So we actually have like warmers as well for like our mushrooms, our eggplant, our chicken as well. We have the crispers for the fries. As we fry them right in there, so you get that same quick serving experience as you would at your favorite fast food restaurant with your fries. But yeah, there's no oil, no grease, and no fryers.
That's really sweet. Dang. You're doing prep offsite as well.
Prep here.
Oh, okay.
So we actually have downstairs storage as well. Space allocated to it, and this whole entire space is actually all the kitchen. So it's all carry out and take out primarily. We have 4 seats inside. We're looking to do some expansion outside maybe in the future, like at certain plants. But primarily, you come in, you order your sandwich, you can eat it right there if you're in a rush, or you can take it on your way out.
That's beautiful. That's a really good
think about today's time. Like most people are doing carry out and take out and delivery.
And then once it opens up too, you're going to have the ability then for a couple of people to eat each side, which is nice. But then also people are going to feel really safe with the opportunities now that we've been given as a city, as a world now, to eat outside with the different kinds of elements that we have.
Yes.
Like outdoor seating.
We have benches right now.
There's benches here already. Sick. Yeah, man, good job.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you, dude. This is really
It's a team
cool.
effort. I can't take all the credit. I mean, our architects are the ones who really help us scope out the play. It's our branding team, Solvent. Leon's our architect. Mark, my business partner, and LC, the other founder, his wife. Just from that alone, like every piece has led to this moment, honestly. There's more people I can speak of, like Great Lakes. They're local favorites here if you're looking for kitchen equipment. Great guys, great consultants. Worked with them many times on different projects. Our contractor, Matt 72 Development, like it's been a great team so far. Even our consultants, H2G, they work with designs for different airports. Everybody helped us kind of like figure things out. There's so many different personalities, different streams of thoughts.
Wow.
But we're making it. And we're trying to open, like I said, mid-April to May, and time's ticking. This is the fun part. This is the part that I enjoy the most, honestly.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, exactly. You get to play and create.
Exactly.
A couple of things that you have going on too. So you've been doing some work in the restaurant world of the city for the last 5 years, but then also restaurant world outside of here. It's been giving you great opportunities.
Yes.
You've had some really cool opportunities come up as well, doing pop-ups or doing some other scenarios. Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote with us here?
So right now, there's nothing to promote on other ventures. I kind of shifted everything, my attention to Breadless. I do weddings with Salt & Co. So my catering company, we do premier events and galas and top of the line weddings, but most weddings are pushed back until July. So we're still booked, we're still moving forward with it, but it's nothing really to promote on that end. Honestly, it's all about the shop. We're opening in 2 months in April. If you're in Detroit, come on by. If you're not in Detroit and you want to see Detroit, stop on by at 2671 East Jefferson.
Cool. Right exactly on the Joseph Campo cut. So literally, if you are walking on the cut, it'll be one of the buildings here. You saw it. We took you outside. If you forgot about it, rewind. You'll just see it again. Well, very cool, man. Anything that you want to talk about in terms of anybody else's like shout outs?
Again, also shout out to Rock Ventures, our PR team, Jennifer and Jacqueline. They've been great. I know I know you because of Jennifer.
Jen, what up? Shout out, Jen.
Wouldn't be here right now in this spot right at this time if it weren't for you. That's all I can think of right now. If I missed anything, I apologize. I get short on words at these moments.
For sure, yeah. We're in the middle of this. You guys are checking this out. This is Sandwich Talk. It's a show that, it was an opportunity for me to hang out with my friends, eat sandwiches and talk about sandwiches. It's become so much more than that. What I really like about this show is it's given me the opportunity to meet new people, to talk about common interests. And the biggest common interest that I find is the love for the city. It's something that I've seen that you've grown into. You've found love with the city and moving here and being a part of it. And now you're very much a part of it. And it's so, it's rewarding for me as a person who's been here almost my whole life to see somebody come in and take everything that this city has, understand it, and then be able to add their mark accordingly. And I think that you're doing a great job at that.
I mean, that's beautifully put, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thank you for doing it. All right. Well, thank you very much for everybody checking us out. You got a sneak peek into a new spot. This is low key. You need to tell your friends.
Yes.
You need to tell your family. You need to tell your mom. Tell your mom.
Tell your coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell your boss. Order out from us.
The place is Breadless. The man is Ryan Salter. Check him out at The Bachelor Chef. Everything that he's got going on. Check out this spot once it opens up, and check him out. Ask him any questions. Catering is available right now, but honestly, the focus right here is this shop. The reason why is because this is where the passion is going. And if you want to know about it, come check it out. April.
Let's just say April, end of April. No,
end of April. So it's just after my birthday. For the people at home, if you're keeping tally, my birthday is April 20th. You can send me anything. Hopefully it's good things. I'd love to
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, you're right. Send me something fun.
Might be fun.
I like food. If you want to send me good food, please. But I want to thank Mike McGettigan for putting us on, the whole Planet Ant team for being so part of this, part of the passion. Parker Hammond, Sadie with Hip in Detroit, a lot of the great people that take part in the Planet Ant community, all of the wonderful podcasts and video casts that you see on this network and you hear on the Planet Ant podcast stream. You can find this video on YouTube at all times. You can find all the rest of the videos on the playlist of Sandwich Talk on the YouTube stream as well. You can find my own personal videos if you just type in my name, Carlos Parisi, on YouTube. But then also all of the podcasts are available on Spotify, Apple Music, however you listen to podcasts. Aside from that, I want to thank Darren from Planet Ant as well. I want to thank Zach Bridges, our original producer. I want to thank Danny Veer, our mustard valet, Michael Zuber, my mailman, Carl Malone, my chief, Miles O'Brien, and of course, I want to make sure, for the music, Lobby Time is the ad read music, and the intro music is Wish with Tarantella, and those are both by Kevin MacLeod. And I want to make sure that I, of course, thank each and every one of you guys for checking us out every single week. It's my pleasure to do this show. I have a passion for food, I have a passion for sandwiches, and I have a passion for the city of Detroit and beyond. And hopefully one day I'll get a chance to travel and show you guys the rest of the world through my eyes. And maybe you guys can join me. All right. Well, thank you very much for checking us out. I love you all. Hope you guys got hungry. Happy sandwich.